Hey guys, welcome back to Michael's Madness 9000. My name is Michael, and today we're going to be looking at another Nerf review video. This one is the Tomahawk from Wacom. I uploaded one earlier from Coop, and a few people said they'd like to see more of that kind of stuff. So I'm back here today and going to review, just kind of look at Wacom's video and check it out. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time and do that.
This isn't my studio, and that's because we're in the middle of moving and also building another studio. And I would love to just wait until that was finished to actually get you guys a video, but unfortunately there is no rest for the wicked. Does it not?
Oh, that's a big blaster.
Almost.
Oh.
Let's do one more. How come I can do it to you, but you can't do it to me? Because we have a new blaster.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This probably isn't you. Whenever you buy a new foam dart blaster that takes a magazine, it almost always only comes with a single one mag. That kind of defeats the entire purpose of a magazine, right? Or you could just ignore magazines entirely and pick up the brand new for summer 2021 Dart Zone flywheel blaster called the Tomahawk 60. 60 because, well, that's how many darts it can fire non-stop from its new double-layered drum, and Tomahawk because, hey, make sure you hit like, and if you enjoy this content, hit the red subscribe button for more. That's all I got. But thanks to Dart Zone for sending this thing out to me, because now I have to buy more of them after this review when they hit store shelves in August. This might be one of the best blasters yet for people just now getting into flinging foam. Because of the low price of $30 US and the stupidly high capacity with enough darts to load it up, and we'll talk about those in a second, means that you can get everything you need and much more to be a...
Hold on. $30? I was expecting like 40, maybe 50 at top, but $30 and double your darts. At least that's what I thought I just saw. Holy cow. All right, let's stop wasting time here.
On the battlefield on a budget. The Tomahawk 60 debuts a brand new dart design from Dart Zone, the Red Diamond Dart. These feature bright red bodies that make them super easy to see in tall grass, and bright green tips that make them virtually impossible to see if they're flying into your face across a nice green field. People have been throwing around the nickname for these such as the Melon Dart, but I think we can all agree that one name is clearly superior than the others.
Watermelon.
My baby back rib. Oh yeah.
But the main draw of the Tomahawk, before we even actually get into the blaster, is the new drum design. While physically it's identical to the size of something like the Super Drum Magnum, it's double layered, meaning it holds up to 60 darts in the same physical space and doesn't require you to flip switches or interact with it in any way to continuously fire every dart. Just load it up and let them fly. This does mean, however, the drum isn't compatible with anything else out there, which may be a con if you wanted to invest in multiple drums. The Tomahawk itself is another unique design unlike really anything else out there. It's got a big chunky grip at the front of it, but then a second spot above that where you can technically hold it if you have small hands and wanted to choke up on it. The drum is easily removable and swappable with a simple pull, but not loose enough that it just falls out on its own. The blaster is completely symmetrical, featuring a battery door for 6 AA batteries on the left-hand side and a flat top with a long rail that spans the length of the blaster and includes a sliding rear sight piece. The grip is comfortable and includes a knuckle guard, an aesthetic I'm a huge fan of. Finally, there's some sling loops located at the top of the blaster in both the front and the rear.
Stock.
But what's this on the back? It's like some kind of square peg instead of a stock, and that means, you guessed it, it's a standard Nerf and Strike stock attachment point.
Okay, this is what we want, alright? Dart Zone listened. This is what we want. My main complaint about the Spectrum is because it does not have an N-Strike stock, and the stock for it is way too small. They fixed that with, pun not intended, one of the biggest blasters to maybe come out this year. Wow. All right, let's keep going.
That means the Tomahawk 60 can take any variety of standard Nerf stocks you may already own, or any number of aftermarket stocks you may want to pick up,
Holy
and
cow.
be completely interchangeable with them. An absolutely amazing move from Dart Zone that means you no longer have to murder a Nerf and Strike Retaliator and a bottle of glue to use your favorite stock on this blaster. It works just out of the box. Loading the Tomahawk 60's drum is pretty straightforward, although it can be a little bit more cringe-inducing than usual, because the first 30 darts, the first half of the drum, is really straightforward. You just kind of drop the darts into the slot and it works perfectly fine. It's the second half, the final half of 30 darts, where things get a little bit weird, because you have to physically bend the dart in half in order to tuck it into the slot, and that just doesn't feel right at all. You're purposely damaging your darts to fill the drum. That goes against everything you probably know. I feel like this is one of those situations where the pros outweigh the cons, though, because of course you're getting 60 darts in a very compact space, but you're also damaging your darts, so you may have to replace them faster than what you normally would with any other type of blaster. Does this influence your purchase? Well, you'll have to let me know down in the comment section below, because to me, it doesn't really seem like much of an issue for what you're actually gaining.
Yeah, no, that doesn't.
Because what you're gaining is 60 rounds of continuous fire semi-auto. That drum is going to last you a ridiculously long time,
Like
where
it's got
every
punch,
single
dude.
one of those darts could be a potential tag. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people out there were wishing this blaster was full auto, but at the same time, I'm sure there will be another version down the road.
Yeah, that
uses
was the very first thing when I saw that huge drum was hoping for full auto.
same drum that will be full auto and let you empty the entire drum instantly. But because most Nerf games use only one dart for one tag, this means that this thing could
Holy
potentially tag
cow.
out 60 people before you reload, and that is
Dude.
insane when combined with the performance of just straight up 100 FPS town. 100
Wow.
feet per second average with this blaster is absolutely insane with fresh batteries.
Wow. I am shocked. Wow. What? Constant 100 FPS shots out of a flywheeler that has a 50 round drum. Wow. That is... wow. Alright.
And the rate of fire is still really good, so I can't really fault it for that. What I can fault it for, however, is accuracy. This is something that you can fix with modding, but the accuracy of the Tomahawk 60 leaves a lot to be desired. It's not unusable like Nerf Ultra or Nerf Hyper by any means, but it definitely is not pinpoint accurate even from a short distance, which could be a problem if you're too lazy to pull the trigger 2 or 3 times per target because you have 60
Oh my
rounds
God.
on tap. Basically, any fault you would have with this blaster, in my opinion, is fixed by the fact that it holds 60 darts and you can effortlessly top it up on the field, and you
Yeah.
can also just completely swap the drum if you happen to have a spare. That is absolutely incredible and is well worth mentioning in pretty much every single aspect. And if you did want to mod the blaster, a short barrel located after the flywheel cage will grant you a heck of a lot more accuracy. And since the Tomahawk 60 can be easily used with a single hand, why not just dual wield it for a grand total of $60 US and just have accuracy through volume of fire and sheer capacity?
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Just imagine this. You're at your local park, right? You're having a nice Nerf battle with some of your friends. You found out about this poster on a sign, and you thought you were going to have a great time. Well, they say they're going to do a juggernaut round. It's going to be 10 people versus one guy. And you're thinking, no, the guy will probably take out maybe a Spectrum, and maybe take a 35 round drum, or maybe a full auto hyperfire, something like that. And some dude just walks in with 2 huge tomahawks with 100 or 120 rounds. It just absolutely dumps it on those poor kids. Oh, I'd love to see that. That would be hilarious.
Holy crap, that will be amazing, and that's one of the reasons why I need to get a second one as soon as possible. This is the thing I love about Dart Zone. It's the small changes in their existing lineup that make their blasters so much better. The Tomahawk 60 drum is just a natural evolution forward from something like the Super Drum Magnum. Innovation doesn't mean making a completely new dart or a completely new way to propel that dart. All it means is making small changes here or there that make your existing lineup even better. And honestly, it doesn't always have to be something that makes the blaster better. It could just be something that makes the blaster different and gives it a potential new use. And I think that's something Dart Zone has mastered over the last couple of years. For most people, the accuracy of the Tomahawk 60 is going to be good enough. Heck, it might actually be better than things they already own, and that massive capacity in such a small package is going to mean a lot to them.
Yeah.
For new people, sure, the Tomahawk 60 is almost an absolute must-buy. I really can't see you not wanting this blaster. And for existing people, you now have a Super Drum Magnum that you can one-hand that has a 60 dart capacity.
Yeah,
and
that is just mind-blowing. That, like he said earlier, like Walcom said earlier, that you could literally dual wield these and it would not be heavy. That shocks me. I mean, it might be like heavier than your Strife, obviously, but 60 rounds in one blaster for a drum, that is unheard of. That is just insane. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Humans versus zombie players, they're gonna buy 2, probably more for the extra drums, because this is all they'll ever need. Semi-auto to tag out as many.
Yeah, that's what I was going to comment at the end, is a missed opportunity that Nerf made when they released the Titan. Is honestly, none of us wanted the Titan because it was a minigun. Everyone wanted the Titan because of the 50 round drum, which is still my favorite magazine to ever live. But anyway, going back to the 50 round drum, it's that was such a missed opportunity of selling more of those, more of the Titans, and not discontinuing them. Not only was that a huge mistake, but if they were to sell those drums for $50, $60 a piece on the Nerf website, I bet you they would sell out instantly because everybody wanted those drums. And if Dart Zone is able to make those drums, a lot of those drums, and sell them on the official Dart Zone website, even for $20 a piece, I bet a lot of people would buy them. A lot of people would buy them. So they should do the exact same thing they did with the V-Twin, is sell extra chains on the website, which they did, and they very well sell. I've seen it sometimes on the website where they're completely sold out. If they were to do that with these drums, they would make a lot of profit.
Zombies as possible and last longer while they're out on the field, and the blaster can also be topped up on the fly if they're ever in a pinch. You could also easily have the blaster slung over your shoulder if you want to use it as a backup as opposed to a primary weapon. If you can only buy one dart blaster this year, make sure you take a good, hard look at the Tomahawk 60, because chances are it's probably going to fill a hole in your heart you didn't know you had.
You gotta upside down.
Alright, well, thank you for watching, and, well, remember, too much chocolate can kill you. I sure hope that recorded.